Donathon continues with Nush's run. Nush was able to eliminate Moxie from a run that everyone said would take all my money. And Nush, instead of taking 6250, has decided to go again, and he randomly rolled Rezears. So now it'll be Nush versus Rezears for $125. Will he cash out? Will he go again? Find out after end of this episode of Nush versus Rezears. Chat, here we go. It's Nush versus Rezears. Nush did what everyone thought no one would be able to do and stop Moxie. Not even at a record wins in a row. He had 2 wins in a row. He was going for a 3rd when Nush denied him. Right now, Atto matching the record 3 wins and is potentially going for his 4th tonight. If we can find a sub for Joris, who's not going to be able to make it, but Nush will be scoring first in this best of 5. Rezears has had a chance to play in the Donathon as well, but he did it as somebody who could not make his way through Vatira, I believe. That was when he got to play. I'm pulling up the Wikipedia right now as a reminder. Yeah, Vatira swept him, and then from there, he has not been selected again until now. So here's his second chance at redemption. He has played another show match recently too. He played against Osoft, a fellow German 1v1er that he was able to beat 4-1 and was looking like he was playing on his peak performance. That was until he ran into the likes of Vatira that indicated otherwise. Rezears is gonna slam this into the ceiling, and Nush will make it 2-0 just a little under a minute into the game. There will be bears. See you later. Clearly, you were here for the Mario and not the Rocket League. None of the matches started. Nush on the reset. Musty will make it 3-0. Nush just absolutely cooking in Rezears right now. Backing off and letting him go to work. Nush made it seem like he was going for a wave dash kickoff, but side flipped into the ball, and it actually worked out pretty well. I would think in general that is not a good idea. And when I say side flipped into the ball, he actually side flipped kind of away from the ball. Didn't even keep it as a push through or like a turn on the side flip. But I mean, it just worked perfectly for him, so it's hard to criticize it too much. I can't imagine that works very often. I really like Rezears' car. I don't know what this decal is that puts some clean stripes on a black Fennec too. Looking nice, but style doesn't get you goals, and Nush has got 3 of them. Rezears getting undercuts. And now Nush heading to the back corner, going for a full field dribble. He is using up every last bit of his boost and just faked the flick, but decided better of using his flip. And still just finding ways to score easily. Rezears creeping out of nets. Cannot seem to get anything going. He was scared of maybe getting bumped. He went way too far out towards the end there. Nush scared him away. And it's 4-0 now for Nush. Nush lobs this one up high. Goes for the double. Does pull all of Rezears' boost out, but actually takes all his boost as well. And Rezears will have the quicker recovery and finally get on the board. Rezears half flipping and getting bumped in the process. Nush didn't score on the immediate kickoff attempt, but crossbar down is easily followed up. Nice wave dash catch. Make it 5-1 for Nush. Rezears finds a kickoff win of his own. to try and get a little bit of offense going. He's had a counterattack, and now he's had this kickoff goal. After 180 wave dash catching. Pretty strong placement. Not a bad play from him, but definitely going to need to see more in the midfield game if he wants to actually stand a chance here against a Nush who has been playing pretty well. Low 50. Nush double reset. Oh my goodness, he wanted a reset double off the back wall where he could flick. Oh, if he had gotten a different flip, I think he scores. Slightly diagonal, but he flipped fully sideways. So he just flipped past the ball. Now going for a DS challenge off the back wall. Resets. Using every last bit of his boost. Does use the flip as well. Rezears makes the save and should have a counterattack because when Nush goes that all in, the save should have power and get sent far away. Nush early jump wave dash kickoff. He loves that. Although previously he did that early jump into a side flip, not always a wave dash. I wonder if that's just a mix-up that he's trying to throw off other opponents or just making reads when it comes time to make a play on the ball. Tried to sneak in a ground shot. That's not going to work. Rezears keeps it away. Low 50. Pre-flip was hoping to maybe bump Nush, but Nush hit the brakes, let Rezears go flying by, and we'll cut around him to make it 6-3. Nush forced backwards on his wave dash kickoff. Challenged by Rezears. Now will be able to escape. Out of the back corner. This possession isn't headed anywhere, but more importantly, it is a safe possession and a dribble that he's not overextending, which means he will stay in control. And guess what? It found a way to score anyways. Rezears tapping this one off the back wall and right out into a good position for Nush. I don't think that should have been a great opportunity for Nush. Should have been an end of possession likely, but Rezears misstep. And now 7-3. Rezears on an open field attack that is going to work for him. He's got 30 seconds to try and get 3 now. Nush recovering a bit late, does swing through both hundreds and then goes and overshoots this challenge, maybe expecting a reset to be used earlier. Nush kickoff win. Little dashes using the curve of the wall in order to get speed going quickly. He's using that speed to cut in early to make it 8-4. Nush forced into net, but still makes the save. Interesting camera work again from him. I don't know if that's happening on accident or what, but either way, an easy, clean win. Rezears not proven to have much open field offense in this game number 1, which leads to not having a ton of faith unless he finds some way to switch it up going forward. Nush will take the early series lead. Game 2, Nush and Rezears. Rezears needs a strong start, if you ask me. Needs to come out with a bit of heat, something to put Nush on his back foot. Nush seems to be freestyling right now. He got here too quickly, I'm pretty sure. Just barely too quickly, though. Boost almost respawned for him in time. So he makes this save. I'm sure he hoped he had boost, but he's going to chain dash, not use a single bit of his 50, and then into the air dribble. He has some left over. Rezears able to block him. As Nush will now jump back. Rezears flick. Oh, Nush will help it in. And Rezears gets the early lead. Rezears up the side wall. Resets. Down to the ground, 50. Nush. Able to block it off. Rezears gets that dribble stolen away clean, so Nush is going to have an open net and will equalize. Rezears, what a flick. Top right. And he makes it 2-1 off of a nice catch. Nush was hoping for a bump there, didn't get it, but a one touch into flick was a quick play from Rezears. His reward is himself back in the lead. Snappy wave dash recovery kickoff for Rezears. Now playing Nush into a low 50 ball. High in the ceiling. Nush takes him off the map. Nush now. Double jump bump. Ball is pretty far separate from him, so it's really hard to get those plays. Look at that power slide from Nush. Even though he landed sideways, he kept all of his speed. Rezears actually got too much power on his flick. Sent one flying to the back wall. And it gets cleared away. 19 boost now for Nush. Rezears steals the dribble and puts it off the corner and in. Nush is turning it around. Or sorry, I should say Rezears is turning it around. Nush not having the same success he did in the first 5 minutes of this match. As he takes this one to the side wall, this will be an opportunity to prove he's still going crazy. He is going for a wave dash resets while on the side wall. Not sure what the end goal for that one was. Never really got the ball on a trajectory to threaten the nets. And too much of that shenanigans could result in a Rezears win. Nush trying to go the length of the field. Undercuts Rezears, wants a demo. Will he get it now? No, he'll carry him away, which is not as good. Because Rezears able to throw him off of his track as well. And then still be able to recover before a time when he would have respawned, but Rezears just rolled him the ball. And Nush booms it over the top of him. Nush starting a tough dribble. 74 boost. He can elect to go to the ground and start another one instead. And this one, he protects the ball a lot better than when he went for an air dribble bump last time. He separated a ton. This time he's glued to it. Had just gotten a touch before bumping Rezears. That's the reason why he's able to equalize. Rezears on 0 boost. Trying to stay involved in this play. Can't do it. Nush is a menace. Steals everything and bumps him in order to get his advantage. Just like that after a strong Rezears start. I think it's 3 straight goals for Nush in order for him to take the lead. Nush, 14 boost to work with, uses it to turn in and demo Rezears. Now Nush will be floating off the back wall again, using a ton of boost. I'd love to see him try and finish these with a little bit more left over. He has 10 to work with, and that actually might be the reason why he makes a save instead of just 0. Trying to be as controlled as possible with his save. See if he can cut it on the goal line, not just give it right back to Rezears, but Rezears is going all the same. And this is kind of like a sandwich reset side flip. He pinches the ball out while slamming it down to the ground. I mean, it's basically just a wave dash shots, but with a really sideways car to start it. The shot has a ton of surprising power, and it's 4-4. Nush. Soft touch. Wow. All you have to do is slow down. He saw Rezears looking to try and challenge early, and he did not rush the ball off the side wall. Made Rezears fall off the ceiling, and right as he was arriving, rolled through to pop it, get some separation, and get the beats. Now he's right back in the lead. Wave dash kickoff is better for Nush. Rezears not going to be able to get his back corner either. Nush says, I get all the boosts. And Rezears might get all the goals if Nush gets a little bit too involved. He did make it back. Now, air dribbling up. Trying to roll this one around. Rezears get a late touch. Interesting flip. Diagonal kind of backflip recovery. But it's not going to matter. Rezears still scores on his open net. Nush picks up the midfield 100 and Rezears dunked at the midfield. Nush now gets a ceiling reset and shoots it straight down with 36 seconds left to go. A clutch play. Rezears trying to break up this setup, and instead Nush says, give me any setup you want, I'll find a way to score it. And he goes to the ceiling and booms it down to make it 6-5. Rezears getting undercuts. Nush. Now, reset wave dash. Back into the skies again. Needs to be safe. I want to see him saving some boost, which is exactly what he did. He waited it out. But when he saw his opportunity to get another goal, why not use the 21 boost then? That was the last time he touched it right there. As he bumps Rezears out of the way. And very likely secured this second game. Rezears kickoff. Forced to the right side. Might be able to score quickly with this. As he flips off the side wall, bumps Nush. He does. So 11 seconds. Took him less than that to get this goal. Just needs to find a way to do it again. Nush wins his kickoff though. To be fair, Rezears has more than just 11 seconds because it's a one-goal game. He can keep it up and take as long as he wants, but instead it's going to be Nush bouncing it off the ground for Rezears' second goal to go up 2-0 in this best of 5. Game number 3. Nush and Rezears. Type 1 in chat if you can play to sub in. Nush. Backflip to launch this over the top of a Rezears challenge. Rezears even recognized that it's not going to be a successful one. Tried to half flip out of it, but it didn't matter. Wave dash kickoff there, locked. Rezears tries to jump over and see if he can't find a way to score off of a kickoff that should favor him, but a pre-flip to get to the boost first also results in him getting demoed. Nush to the skies, reset, backflip is denied. Nush drops a what a save. He felt like he had set that up pretty well, but Rezears keeps him from getting a second goal. Nush gets forced into net on this save. Rezears off the ceiling, floating behind the ball well. Nush to the ground, makes a save. Nush jumped high, maybe to discourage Rezears from going high, and then immediately went back down low and still made the low save. Problem is, on the follow-up, Rezears will get his goal. Nush, front flip, bump, make it 2-1, old-fashioned style. Nothing too wild, maybe not the best flick, but knew he could follow through and get the bump. Nush snagging his own back corner boost. And not allowing, oh yes, goodbye to the 1 hour mark on the Donathon. Potentially 1 hour left. Rezears double jump, gets bumped. Slam this into the post, but Rezears is there to follow it. Let's do a surprise spin here. I know if I did this with you guys not being able to see it, you'd say I was scamming. Oh my goodness, we just missed the best shot ever. Nush resets. Musty into the nets. Okay, sorry, I had to get this on screen so that when I respin this potential rematch for Atto, one last spin, otherwise we'll just do Joyous tomorrow. You guys don't say I scammed and picked somebody myself. All right, it wants to be Dr. Known. The Doctor, wait, did he already play Dr. Known? I think he already played Dr. Known. Dr. Known maybe needs to be not on the list. Yeah, he did. Never mind. Spin again. This is getting scam levels 1000. Tempo, did he already play Tempo? He did. What am I doing? What am I doing? What is going on? Why are we spinning this wheel right now? Why did it include everybody he's already played? It has Nash, Strally, but I think we might just do Joyous tomorrow. I think we might just do Joyous tomorrow. That's got to be a sign. Rezears up 4-3. Nush wants the demo. Doesn't get it. Rezears going to cut back in. Nush will snag the corner boost, which means he's very likely to have possession here. He's staring down Rezears to make sure of it. And Rezears fake challenge gets him up in the air. Pop over the top of Rezears. Also brings it over the top of the net. Reset shot is in. This is not easy to do. And Nush makes it seem like it's a layup. Jumping from inside the net, getting underneath the ball, and getting that reset to keep it top shelf over the top of Rezears. Nush is able to equalize. Rezears trying to wave dash or zap dash recovery. Wanted to get back to his corner in time. Nush able to beat him there. Take that boost away. There might be an angle available. There was, but Nush cut it off. Rezears immediately dunked. Nush definitely missed a wall dash there, I imagine. Seems like he wanted one more before then making a play on the ball. Oh, Rezears. It was always going to be tough to keep this 50 out after Nush was able to get it rolling in front of the nets. You can see Rezears maybe hoping for a bump attempt as he swung up the back wall. Didn't connect. He was slightly late to the recovery because of that. Nush off the ceiling. We'll musty it in and make it 6-4. A minute 36 left to go. Nush able to slot another, get a little bit more of a cushion to try and finish off this sweep. I think Nush lost game 1 to Moxie, which means he's on a 5-game win streak. Might be making it 6 if he can finish off this win against Rezears. Rezears flick from distance. Nush able to stay on the ball and clear it over the top of Rezears. Wanted the demo, didn't get it. Rezears ceiling pinch, uses the flip to get back to the ball, and we'll tap it in on the ground. We'll watch it again because we were there on Nush POV a second ago, but dodging the demo, getting the ceiling pinch to get this started, and an easy roll for him to get the finish. Missed the wave dash kickoff that maybe if he had hit, might have stood a chance to score there. Nush now will have possession as the game winds down, and he just slams it against the back wall, which feels like it can be a pretty risky decision. Putting pace on the ball with the lead with a minute left to go. If Rezears is able to cut that off and slam it into the wall himself, change the angle, He should have a ball bouncing far out for a counterattack. But if Nush can just get the ball high speed and stay ahead the whole time, he might just get himself a goal, and that's what he's done. Rezears, couple dashes on the wall. Bumping Nush, but Nush has boost to work with and 2-goal lead and make it a 3-goal lead. Never mind. Rezears cuts it off. Has 100 into the sky. Reset, falls underneath the ball. Pretty good setup, and what is Nush doing other than trying to farm content here by making this game just a little bit closer? Nush flew underneath this ball as Rezears brings it within 1 again. He's got 21 seconds. A kick-up possession would be nice, but he could just keep the ball in the air. Nush is going to do a little bit of time wasting. Instead of playing that off the side wall and attacking with the dribble, he's going to go to his back corner. He got Rezears baited in, and he will take a long shot that will bounce too high. Rezears pops it up. Nush is staring down. Rezears tried to 50 early. Rezears might have a chance. In fact, he will score it. I thought this was an interesting decision from Nush to turn in and try and make a play early. It seemed like he was trying to tap it around Rezears, but he had to be so much faster if he wanted to do that. So instead, it'll be overtime in game number 3. Delay kickoff from Nush, or slight delay, because early jump early jump wave dashes do that. But neither one of them getting a really strong first possession. Nush has a ton of boost right now. Rezears gonna have to back off. Nush, heavy first touch. Now down to a carry, and he just takes a power shot. Good old-fashioned 1v1 as he drops the GGs after the win. Just dropped the ball one way and power shoot it the other. And you might just have yourself a wide open net. Nush will win again. Has $125 in his pocket if he doesn't want to go again. But if he wants, he could double it up for $250. Dr. No! And he got his buddy! He drew his buddy! For $250! That was a terrible drop, I know.